We have risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 102 of the Scholars of Wrestling Show. I'm your man behind the microphone, Scholar Jeff. To my left, Scholar Tarek.
Behold the king! The king of... Oh wait, this is the beginning of the show. Oh, I'm sorry. You were saying?
And to my other left is Scholar Brian.
My thoughts exactly, which mean one thing. Meh.
Well, you know what?
There's the preemptive meh.
Well, you know
There's
what?
no backstage news tonight, so there you go.
And the reason there is no backstage news tonight is because this is one of the biggest shows of the year. That's right, it's Royal Rumble weekend.
The Royal Rumble prediction show of the Scholars of Wrestling.
Yay!
So you know what? Let's get into the fantasy booking already.
I can't really second that yay.
You missed the yay!
Well, yeah, I missed that part because this is the first time in a long time where I'm not really looking forward to this year's Royal Rumble.
Well, you know what? Forget you guys. I'm considering what we got the past 2 years. I'm all jazzed about this. So.
I think it's because it's been of the last 2 years. I'm not very thrilled on it.
And you know
what?
And
the booking hasn't been very well either.
And you know what? You're not wrong, but still, we got crap the past 2 years. Now we're getting slightly better crap. So you know what? I'll take it.
Polish a turd, it's still a turd.
Yeah, well, whatever. We'll get into it.
It's a slightly more shiny turd, which makes it look better.
Okay, speaking of shiny turds, let's get right into it with the kickoff show.
Whoa. You can't call a match with Damien Sandow a turd.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, with everybody else, though.
Yeah, the kickoff show this time is a fatal four-way tag match with the Dudley Boyz versus the Ascension versus the team of Jack Swagger and Mark Henry versus the surprising team of Darren Young and Damien Sandow.
And where the hell did that come from?
What happened to the primetime players?
You know what? I have no idea. I guess they
Titus O'Neil got into that singles feud with Stardust
out of nowhere.
Was it because Darren Young was hurt?
It's possible.
And now
I didn't even know he was hurt. Really,
It was a very light injury that he.
You want to talk about injury prone?
But yeah, this is of all the formations of all the people you can have Damien Sandow tag team partner with. I kind of want Rhodes Scholars back, if that's the case.
You know what? As much as that might be nice, at this point, I'm just more jazzed about the fact that, hey, Damien Sandow is back on TV, and at the Royal Rumble, no less.
Back on the network.
Hey, it still counts.
Now,
I guess.
Because he's on the pre-show, does he get a spot in the Royal Rumble?
I want to believe.
I think all these guys,
except with Vince McMahon, it'll probably want to be one of those 10 seconds and out.
I don't think it's going to be that bad. But I personally think everyone is.
Oh wait, the whole point of this match, I just remembered. The whole point of this match is the team that actually wins this match gets put into the Royal Rumble match later on that night.
Okay, so it'll be the Dudley Boyz, and now that there will be, because there were talks that Mark Henry had been pulled.
Yeah,
from the Royal Rumble match, so it's not going to be Henry and Swagger. It better not be the Ascension.
The Ascension, need I say more?
Okay. No way.
And it's most likely going to be the Dudley Boyz. So, hey, Dudley Boyz, welcome to the Royal Rumble. That's my pick.
Okay, so in other words, we're all in agreement here that Dudleys are going into winning this match and going into the Rumble.
It's quite surprising that these guys aren't in the Rumble match anyway.
Well, you know what? They're probably just giving them something to do.
Hell, at the end of this recording...
They're not going to be in it long.
Hell, at the end of this recording, I'm actually going to write down all the people who are confirmed. I think it's 13 people that are confirmed.
Okay, plenty of room for, surprise entrants. Those are always the best part.
I guess.
Hey, you know what? With the way the last couple of years have been going, this is... unpredictability is a virtue in my eyes.
So go Team 3D.
Yes, go Dudleys. As much as I want to see Damien Sandow in the Royal Rumble, which would be amazing, chances are very low. Let's just admit it. But hey,
that's
on the bright side, Damien Sandow is back around.
He's slowly getting back.
Yes, as far as I'm concerned, that's good enough.
Better late than never.
Yes, indeed. In the meantime, back to our regular scheduled pay-per-view.
Oh, wait, before that. Hashtag, there is Sandow.
Hashtag, there's Sandow. Alright, next match, speaking of tag matches, we have the New Day versus the Usos for the tag titles.
Keep
Fellas,
it on the New Day.
New Day.
I think the New Day are holding titles till WrestleMania.
Yeah, honestly, with the way everything is going, I'm inclined to agree. Just keep them off the Usos, please.
Too.
I'm good with not seeing the Usos be the tag team champions for about another year.
Yeah, for a good long while.
Because honestly, it's still the New Day is one of the most entertaining acts that WWE has right now. Hell, that funeral they had for what is it, Francesca?
This whole thing with Jericho and the New Day, that I've been enjoying it.
Well, they didn't really do.
Well, I mean, like they kind of did
with the whole Chipotle,
Chipotle
Chipotle bit, eating Chipotle and just releasing it all, desecrating Chris Jericho's bathroom.
I was like, yeah, so they kind of did, really, but I mean, like a lot of people haven't been enjoying it, but I love it. Put four of the most entertaining guys that I've ever seen in the ring and talking to each other. I've had fun. It's been a fun little ditty.
Yeah, when I first started watching their segments, I felt like I was a little burned down on just these mediocre Raws we've been having. But this has slowly been... It's been getting me back. I just had to take a week off from Raw and just not watch any wrestling for maybe a week. And now I'm getting back into it and rewatching segments, and I'm digging it, honestly.
We're digging this, yet we're not digging at all the match that's actually supposed to happen. Yeah, what does that say, WWE?
Hey, you know what? There's still plenty of time. There's still more build.
Because, honestly, if the Usos get the tag team championships, what are they going to do?
If the
Usos win the belts, what are they going to do?
Oh, nothing, which is why they're not going to win.
Exactly. So their best option is to keep the belt on the New Day.
Yeah, the point of this match is not to pass along the belt or to be a feud ender. This is to put two exceptional tag teams in a match together and just add to the show. And I'm sure they will.
It'll be a fun match.
Yeah,
it better open.
Yeah.
It better open the show.
Which is why I put it on this list, and that's why we're reviewing it now. So either way, our pick is the New Day. Okay, next match we have for the U.S. title, Alberto Del Rio versus Kalisto in a rematch.
Alberto Del Rio!
Really?
Yeah,
Not convinced?
It's so funny.
No,
you caught him off guard.
Here's
You're like, really? I was like, yeah.
Maybe?
Yes, really?
Really?
Because basically I thought it was dumb to put it on Kalisto in the first place.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was a really nice, unexpected move, actually.
It was a nice, unexpected move, but when you put the belt right back on Del Rio afterwards, it shows you really didn't mean to do it in the first place. So he's gonna get screwed. There's gonna be interference.
Interference from who?
A member of the League of Nations.
Member of the League of Nations.
Similar to
They got nobody.
I forgot about those guys.
Nobody else has a match
with what? Yeah, it's just
before the Rumble. So and Del Rio, the League of Nations needs some kind of title to hold on to for it to even matter at all, even a little bit. So yeah, keep the U.S. title on Del Rio.
I don't know. I'm mixed about this. Because again, this is one of those results that I really did not see coming, as far as Kalisto originally getting the belt. But now, the more I think about it, I think it's just kind of an inspired pick. Because really, they haven't done much with Del Rio. It seems like they want to do something with Kalisto, make him a decent singles star, which he does have the capacity to do. Make him the next generation Rey Mysterio, and I think this is a nice little way to do it. Put him in the public eye, give him a nice little singles push, and the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I'm not sure how likely it'll be this time around, but personally, I really want to see Kalisto win this thing.
I'm a little torn. Because I see both your arguments. And it's really hard to choose because really, would it hurt Del Rio to lose the belt? No, not really. It
hurt the League of Nations as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
More than what Roman Reigns is doing to them.
And now they don't have a title.
You're right. I'm gonna go with Del Rio. I won't be surprised if Kalisto wins because I 100% agree with what you're saying, Fool. Mm-hmm. I will not be surprised, and it would be a good start for Kalisto's singles run, especially after the whole getting endorsed by John Cena bit, and for them to show that the win was not a fluke because Del Rio getting the title back. Yeah, he got the title back, but it was because of Wade Barrett. But a part of me, I just see it happening. You know what? Screw it. I'm actually going to say Kalisto.
Here's a thought.
I see what I see happen is it's going to attempt to happen again, but Kalisto is going to be like, "Oh, I learned from my mistakes before, and I will overcome Del Rio and probably Wade Barrett because
I think you guys are too optimistic."
Oh, here's one other thought. What if the League of Nations or Wade Barrett or whoever else interferes in the match? What if Sin Cara interferes on Kalisto's behalf?
Isn't Sin Cara out with an injury?
Put someone else below the mask. Whatever. Just have them come out with a chair or something. Boom.
No. I see them if they are gonna put the belt back on Kalisto. Because I can be perfectly honest. I could see something happening both ways. If Del Rio keeps the belt and Kalisto winning the belt, I guess I am just being an optimist here.
I don't feel
probably just because I really don't care.
I don't feel like if they're gonna change the title in the Royal Rumble match, they're gonna change any other titles beforehand. That's my thing. If they're gonna go for a title change in the Royal Rumble, which they should,
yes,
then I don't think they're gonna change any titles beforehand because they're gonna save it for the big one. That's my big thing. So that's why I'm going with Del Rio and my pick later on.
Well, I'll tell you what. Given what I think might happen later on in the night, if we're going off of that logic, I would probably go with Del Rio too. But I'm not entirely convinced that logic might happen. But either way, we'll get into that.
To hell with it. I'm going back to Del Rio. Because
so in other words,
damn it!
This one is too tough to call.
This one is too tough to call, and I don't even know why I care about it so much. I like Kalisto, but I don't like Del Rio. Why am I? And I don't like the U.S. title. I dislike things more than I like something in this match.
But you still care.
Shit.
WWE has got you.
You act like they don't.
They don't know what
you act like they don't, and you act like they're losing you, but they're not. No, you're still right in there.
I'll just say this: doing the episode tonight, and making these predictions, really thinking hard about this, is actually building the fire of me wanting to see this pay-per-view.
See, yeah,
there you go. It's not because of WWE; it's because of us discussing it. Thank you, scholars.
Hey, it's part of the fun. It really is to me, which is why we're going to be addressing something else a little later on in the show.
Because it's actually very funny because my frame of mind was exactly like one title has to at least change hands, and then like, oh yeah, that's right, the Royal Rumble match.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Doy. Okay. Yeah, moving on, please.
Yes, and let's talk about a match that speaking of title changes. I'm expecting big things from this one. Charlotte versus Becky Lynch for the Divas title. What do you got?
I'm repeating what I said about the New Day. Charlotte's holding the belt till Mania.
Honestly, I'm going to have to disagree with you, Fool. I like the way this feud has been going. I think they're setting up Becky Lynch way too well. Plus, I just want to see Becky win. I'm picking Becky.
I would love to see Becky win. But, as I said...
You just plain love to see Becky.
I love to see Becky. Yes. She is to me what Sasha Banks is to you. So that's... But I'm also pragmatic. So once again, going off my logic in the last match, this can go another month. This is a storyline that they can build until the end of time. Give it to Becky Lynch next month if you're going to give it to her. Mm-hmm. Give it to her at WrestleMania if you're going to give it to her. Now, okay, with the title change that I believe is going to happen in the Royal Rumble.
Keep going.
Distracting hand gestures for the win.
And the fact that Becky Lynch has been getting the upper hand in promos and beatdowns and all that, I just don't feel... I think that she's going to get screwed by Ric Flair. After the promo war that they had on Raw, which was awesome, by the way, I just feel that Ric Flair's going to get involved, whether it's disqualification or a loss. Becky Lynch isn't walking out the champion.
I actually have my own little theory on what's going on with the... I'm going to say just go with the women's title, because I don't...
Do tell.
I agree with Brian. I think Becky's going to win the belt at Mania. And I actually think they're going to do a women's ladder match between Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Because Sasha's hurt, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. And
it will be weird.
Paige just came back as a face with Natalya. Hopefully this is what's coming. I still have that bad feeling. I'm not going to say it because it'll actually come true.
And we all know what you're thinking.
Yeah. So I want this to be Charlotte versus Becky Lynch all the way to Mania, because it's reaching the point where it is personal, and I like that it's become personal. I am intrigued in the Divas. I called it the Divas. The women's feud.
We all know what you're talking about.
So I want this match to end with them in a ladder match.
Because this is
with Becky finally taking the title off Charlotte.
This is the first time in a long, long time that I have been invested in a Divas title feud. Okay? So why would you end that after 1 month? Why would you end the build-up to the challenger taking the title? Why would you end that after 1 month?
Because WWE booking is stupid.
Because WWE's booking is stupid, do you think that WWE can carry this momentum of this feud all the way to WrestleMania?
I think these two can.
Okay, if that's what... The only reason I'm picking Becky right now is because I'm not thoroughly convinced that they can pull that off all the way to Mania.
Well, I mean, even if they gave her the title at Fastlane, and then they did like one of those Four Corners matches that they normally do with the Divas at WrestleMania. They always like to throw a Four Corners match, or not a Four Corners match, a Fatal 4-Way of some sort on that pay-per-view. This year it could be the Divas for the title. So it's like, I just don't feel like... I don't want this part of the feud to end yet. Which I feel like there's at least 2 months out of this point, out of this part of the feud. Becky Lynch chasing and Ric Flair getting in the way at all times.
I could see them pulling, like, in a way to keep this feud fresh, but also take a pause at it. I could see Charlotte, quote unquote, injuring Becky Lynch, and just have her have a fill-in feud for Fastlane. Maybe against Natalya, maybe against Brie Bella. Someone just to fill in that time, and then once Charlotte says, there's no one really left to really face on, and it's like, oh, I'm still here. You may have knocked me down, but I'm coming right back up. Kind of like a whole Daniel Bryan thing, where you just no matter what she throws at her, she just keeps coming, and then that'll be your WrestleMania feud.
Hey, if they can somehow logically set up to a WrestleMania match for the title between Charlotte and Becky Lynch and have it make sense and still be interesting, then hey, I'll be all on board with that. But personally, I'm not 100% convinced that they'll do that, which either way, This is going to be one of those I want to believe types of picks. So, in that sense, I'm going with Becky Lynch.
Okay.
Savvy. All right, now
Became pirates there for a minute.
Yes.
Arr.
And now for the match that has the highest chance of being match of the night: Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental title.
It's most definitely going to be match.
Who do you got?
When does a heel ever win a last man standing match? I'm going Dean Ambrose.
I'm going Dean Ambrose just because he's got to retain at least for one more time. Then Kevin Owens can move on to something else.
And also, it goes back to my further argument. No titles change hands before the Royal Rumble.
As when it pertains to this particular match, we're actually on the same page here.
I don't see I don't see Kevin Owens walking out with the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a draw.
That would be interesting.
Could be a draw.
Them taking each other out for 10 seconds?
If they actually...
Because I'm not convinced these two are actually in the Royal Rumble if they're having a last man standing match. Unless it's at the very beginning of the show, which it probably will be.
I have a theory about that, but we'll get into the Royal Rumble during the Royal Rumble section.
I'm picking Dean Ambrose. Okay.
Yeah, Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose across
Dean
the board.
Ambrose,
I kind of figured that would be the case.
In the epicness that is a Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens last man standing match. They announced this match needed new pants.
Now, you want to talk about matches and feuds that let go until WrestleMania. This is one I would love to see go to WrestleMania, with one notable exception, which we'll get into later. And come to think of it, I guess we're going into it right now. We are going to go into the Royal Rumble match. 30 superstars, 30 wrestlers, 1 hour, 1 winner for the title. Who wins? Fool.
See, I think... You know what? I'm just going to do it again. Behold the King of Kings. I say, this is my official announcement.
Roman Reigns.
No! I'm officially stating...
Shut your full mouth.
For the Royal Rumble game, my choice is going to be a returning Triple H taking the title off Roman Reigns as the surprise entrance, number 30.
He just stole the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, so your pick is Triple H also.
Because here's the deal, okay? We've got talks of Brock Lesnar being in a feud with the Wyatt family until WrestleMania, which is good enough for me, okay? Which means that it won't be him walking out champion.
Mm-hmm.
There's talks, like almost confirmations, of Triple H versus Roman Reigns main eventing WrestleMania. Now, Roman Reigns took out Triple H in the most hardcorest of ways at TLC. We haven't seen him since, if you don't count NXT. Okay, that's it.
Continuity.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, they have Triple H has sort of announced on like a conference call that NXT Triple H and main roster Triple H are sort of two separate characters.
Oh my god, really? He's really said that?
Yeah, he has.
Oh my god, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That's what they're going with.
So,
Continuity, boom.
We know that Roman Reigns, is going to make it to the final two. He will. There's no doubt. Okay, he's going to be in there for however long, 60 minutes, maybe.
Oh my god, they're going to give him the longest time in the Rumble now.
No, they're not.
They better not.
They're not going to give him the hour and 3 mark, and aren't they doing like 60-second intervals? So it's going to be
90 seconds.
90 seconds.
I thought it was 90.
So it's 45. So it's 45 minutes, right there. When Rey Mysterio and Ric Flair were doing it, it was 2-minute intervals. So I don't think that's going to be an issue.
I hope you're right.
So he's going to be in there for 45 minutes. He's going to be gassed because he's Roman Reigns. Okay.
Don't say that. He won't be gassed because, Roman Reigns doesn't sell.
Oh, he sells at pay-per-views. He doesn't sell he doesn't sell on the main shows.
He doesn't sell
Monday Night Raws.
He doesn't sell everywhere else.
He sells great at the pay-per-view. He doesn't sell shit on Raw and
SmackDown. Yeah.
You should have seen what we watched tonight. That's it.
Yeah, boy.
But okay, number 30 hits. There's still like maybe, and Triple H comes down. Final two, Triple H versus a gassed Roman Reigns. Out comes the League of Nations, the Authority, everybody you've ever known, because that's the only way Triple H is going to get out Roman Reigns. Triple H becomes World Heavyweight Champion. We can move on to the build-up for the big final showdown. Triple H versus Roman Reigns for the title in a no-holds-barred main event of WrestleMania.
Pulling a Scholars in Time moment, this is going to be a repeat of when Vince McMahon won the Royal Rumble.
Except
with an
actual wrestler.
Yeah. You know what? I'd be okay with that.
And that's fine. That's fine in this case.
Yeah, the sad truth is Roman Reigns is going to be... I see Roman Reigns being the last guy in before number 30 comes in. I see him eliminating someone before the number 30 comes out.
And he's just sitting in the corner like, so tired. And then, behold the king.
It's all about the game.
And you just see the look on his face, and he's like, oh,
Fungal.
That's it.
Oh boy.
And then I see
then he has like he has the League of Nations by his side. He has random people, and they all take. I bet you Triple H never even touches Roman Reigns.
No. Actually, I see it quite differently. I see Triple H coming in to Motorhead for obvious reasons.
Yes.
He's going to stand there, and Roman Reigns is going to be, come on. And I see the League of Nations attacking him from behind. And they're taking him out, and then I see them...
one of them hit their finishing moves. He's out cold.
And then Triple H just throws him out like nothing. That's the end of the match. And that's the sad, sad truth.
Hey, but you know what? It's better than the finish to last year.
There you go. There you go. And you know what? I'm totally on board with that.
Because it doesn't involve Big Show and Kane. It's the Final Four.
We're gonna get that reaction before Triple H comes out when Roman Reigns is with the other last guy before Triple H comes out.
Okay, and so I think we're all in agreement here on who's going to win and how it might go down. But here's a little something extra. There's obviously the part of what makes the Royal Rumble great is the unexpected moments and all the build up and all the other things that happen in between.
We're getting AJ, bitches.
And however Kofi manages to stay in the Rumble.
Okay, so let's go over a few of the things that some of the other fun spots that we're going to get. Okay, first off, we got the Kofi spot.
You're gonna get the Kofi spot.
We always get the Kofi spot.
That's why New Day's gonna be in this match.
You're very right.
I can see him getting... Has he done the table-to-table spot? Table-to-apron spot?
I'm not sure.
Jumping from the... Like, I can see him on the outside getting run into, and he leaps onto the announce table, and then leaps back when no one's around.
Oh, I got another one.
I just see Big E involved. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. I'm guessing either someone's going to catch him, or he's going to land on like a table or something, and then he's going to get on like Big E's shoulders, and who's going to like catapult him into the ring, or like Boogie
gyrating all the way.
Yeah, or something crazy. Now that he has the New Day at his disposal, it'll be perfect.
For some reason, I don't know. It's not going to happen. I'm just thinking of stupid ways for Big E and Kofi to keep Kofi in, and I could just see him using like the human wheelbarrow. Kofi keeping his feet on Big E's shoulders, and Big E is just dancing while walking.
You know what? You're probably right. They probably will do that.
It's not going to happen because it's so ridiculous.
It's the New Day we're talking about.
It's the New Day style of ridiculous.
Is it really that ridiculous? Is it really New Day ridiculous?
Yes.
We're talking about unicorns and trombone funerals.
New Day ridiculousness is better than normal ridiculousness. Ridiculousness we do not tolerate. New Day ridiculousness, all in. That's it.
All right. Now, speaking of things that are just legitimately awesome, you brought his name up. Does AJ Styles make an appearance in the Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We're in agreement. Here's another one. Does anyone else from the Bullet Club or New Japan make an appearance in the Royal Rumble?
No.
I
don't think so.
Nakamura, I'm sure, is not.
You guys kind of shut me down on that one last week.
Yeah.
For the Royal Rumble,
rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the Royal Rumble, for debuts and all that, you kind of want, like, big names. And say they're a great tag team, but they're not big names that Americans know. Yet. Which means no. We'll get the one dude from NXT that they always do.
Finn Balor.
I have another idea.
We have the one dude from NXT that always shows up that you know is going to show up again like the day after WrestleMania.
I know who's going to be.
And you get the one big debut. And it'll be AJ Styles and
Apollo Crews?
No. It's going to be Sami Zayn. Because here, you can...
He's ready to go.
He's ready. You can bring him in the
then
Royal Rumble.
Then you get Zayn versus Owens.
And then this next number is Kevin Owens, who he doesn't even need to be in the Rumble.
Runs in and destroys him.
Yeah, he just runs in, just beats on him, throws him over the top rope. Boom. Your feud picks up immediately after the Royal Rumble. You've got a main roster debut for Sami Zayn. You can recap the entire feud that's been going on for years, even beyond NXT. And then you cannot tell me that Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, hey, that's your WrestleMania match for both men. And that would be an awesome match. That's my prediction.
For some reason, I'm going with Finn Balor appearing in the Rumble, because just seeing what kind of makeup he would wear for the Rumble. I could see him doing a face-to-face confrontation with AJ Styles.
And
with a debuting AJ Styles.
What lends credence to Jeff's theory is that Sami Zayn has been just returned to NXT. Okay, he's ready for duty, and he's already been on WWE TV.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be either or. There's no doubt in my mind. It'll either be Sami Zayn or it'll be Finn Balor. But I want to see Sami Zayn so we can get that Sami Zayn Kevin Owens feud rolling again, because Kevin Owens is the one who took Sami Zayn out in the first place.
As awesome as I would love to see Finn Balor in the Royal Rumble, with just the way where everyone's at right now, Finn Balor's still the NXT champion. I'm sure they want to keep him looking strong and have him protected. Plus, if he's still the NXT champion, I'm sure they're going to want to keep him in his attention in some sort of feud, not like who eliminated him in the Rumble. The only way I can see them putting Finn Balor in the Rumble now, as opposed to later when they're setting him up with some sort of feud on the main roster when he gets bumped up there, is if some of the rumors I've been hearing are true and they want to defend the NXT title at WrestleMania.
I wouldn't be surprised with that.
Yeah, but that's the only reason I would see them putting me in the Rumble.
I could be perfectly honest. I could see both of them in. Sami Zayn debuting on the main roster and Finn Balor still being there as the representative for NXT. It worked for Rusev.
Out of that spirit, if Finn Balor is being put into the Royal Rumble, does he make the top 4?
No. I do not.
Because Rusev didn't in his first one either.
All right.
So he'll have a nice little showing, because Rusev eliminated a couple people.
And Rusev didn't debut on the main roster till at least half.
No, he did. Well, they started.
They
doing
did the vignettes, but
after WrestleMania, but he didn't come in until like midsummer.
Yeah, so it is very likely having the NXT champion in, and like I said, part of me is wanting to see an AJ Styles Finn Balor face to face.
But Rusev wasn't the champion when he came in for the Royal Rumble.
If there was anyone that's not Finn Balor that could be representing NXT. It's probably Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
He would be the
It
only
would be a
other,
less powerful pick, but
either
yeah.
him or
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe or why am I blanking out on his name? Your favorite NXT guy?
Asuka?
No.
She is kind of my favorite.
Guy.
Your favorite guy, the one that you would say would Roman Reigns job to?
Oh, Baron Corbin. Bull Dempsey.
No.
Bull Dempsey.
Oh, Bull Dempsey. Oh, Bull as well. But yeah, Baron Corbin. Thank you.
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin is who I had in mind. Thank you.
No. When I said that, I originally said Bull Dempsey.
Yeah,
I remember.
That's right.
That's why I cut it.
It still got him, Baron Corbin. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hey, you know what?
I get
for
mixed up
nothing,
between
I
the
think
two.
Baron Corbin's got a pretty decent shot at taking the NXT spot. If it's not any of the other guys we mentioned,
Because he's improved. He's improved from the forgetting to stay out at his spot.
yeah, and not having any emotion whatsoever.
And not having any emotion whatsoever. Now he's just angry all the time, but it works.
I kind of want to post that on the on our Facebook page. Who do you see filling in the top the NXT spot in the Royal Rumble? And I'll just give the 4 best answers that we got: Finn Balor, Baron Corbin, Samoa Joe, Apollo Crews.
Hey, it's worth a shot.
It is worth a shot, and I'm probably going to do it tomorrow.
Do it.
Just do it!
And speaking of which, before we close out, any other thoughts on the Royal Rumble?
Did you pick Triple H?
I'm switching my pick to Triple H.
Who did you pick? Who was your
You picked Roman, didn't you?
No, weeks ago, I honestly picked Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see Brock Lesnar being in the Final 4.
I see him being in the Final 4, but Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman.
Because, Vince McMahon loves that Samoan.
Well, I think it'll be Bray Wyatt, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns,
And then Triple H.
Okay, but Braun Strowman comes out. The Wyatt family, they don't give a shit about Roman Reigns. They just take out Brock Lesnar, and Bray Wyatt throws him over the top rope, and then Roman Reigns is like, "Fuck all you guys." He throws all 4 of them out of the ring.
I see the Wyatt family taking out Roman Reigns first, and then take out Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family are trying to eliminate Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar's not having it. And then, like you said, Roman Reigns just comes in on the
both of them.
The Super Mario Star mode and eliminates all 4 or all 5 of them.
Oh, please don't do that.
And then
you have him
and
alone.
then he's so
Triple
tired.
H.
He's so tired of just sitting there. He thinks it's over.
because the stars
he thinks it's
eventually runs
over
out.
because he forgets that there's still number 30. And out comes Triple H and his cronies.
Oh, don't you start. Either way, we still have a couple days until we find out whether or not we're right. So you know what? We also want to know what you think. As always, leave us a comment what your thoughts are concerning the Royal Rumble. If you like what you hear, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to us if you want to hear more. You can also look us up on Facebook at The Scholars of Wrestling Show, and you can also follow us on Twitter, where we'll most likely be live tweeting the entire night. You can check out our main page follow us at The Scholars OW. You can follow me at I'm Robbie Rage, all one word. Fool, where can they reach at?
I'm at the Avataric.
And other guy.
Again with the other guy. He is not the other guy.
Lovely and esteemed Brian, Scholar of Time.
Atomic Beanpole!
Atomic Beanpole, yes.
And if you haven't already, be sure to pitch in your numbers and your winner for the Royal Rumble game.
Yes, this is one of our favorite things to do every single year. It's the WWE Royal Rumble game 2016. Also look us up on Facebook. It's an open game. Anyone can join in. Pick 3 numbers, 1 through 30. Those people who come out of those numbers will score points for you based on how well they do, how many eliminations they score, whether or not they win. And you also pick who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble match. Your pick, if you pick the right person, who would probably be Triple H, or we could be wrong, and you could be whoever you pick. It could be maybe Brock Lesnar will win, or maybe Daniel Bryan will come out of the ether, and you're the only smart person.
Up.
And you're the only smart person who picked him, and then those points will put you over the top, and you win the entire thing.
Or it turns out, or maybe Bray Wyatt wins it all.
Or maybe El Dandy comes out and eliminates everybody.
Yes!
Oh my God! You lost me. I'm out of here. I'm walking out.
Okay.
El Dandy reference, yes.
You don't know. Nobody knows. That's what's fun about the Royal Rumble, and that's what's fun about this game. Look us up on Facebook, the WWE Royal Rumble game 2016. Put in your picks. Join us for all of the fun this Sunday. It's going to be a great time. Even if the Royal Rumble match itself sucks, the game does not. So join us for all the fun. Put in your picks, and let's see what madness happens. In the meantime, we are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled.
You're welcome.
See you on Sunday for the Royal Rumble.
El Dandy's not really going to be there.
On Sunday.